Welcome to Mystery Chronicles, where we dive deep into some of the most intriguing and mysterious stories from around the world. Please like, comment, and subscribe. In the annals of art history, few paintings have garnered as much notoriety as The Crying Boy. This painting has intrigued and terrified people in equal measure, becoming a subject of countless discussions and debates over the years. This seemingly innocuous portrait, depicting a young boy with tears streaming down his face, has become synonymous with misfortune and tragedy. Its haunting expression has captivated and unsettled viewers, making it a memorable piece of art. The painting, a mass-produced print, was the work of Italian artist Giovanni Bragolin, who worked under the pseudonym Bruno Amarillo. Bragolin's choice to use a pseudonym added an air of mystery to his already enigmatic works. Bragolin produced a series of these crying boy paintings in the 1950s, each featuring a different child, but sharing the same melancholic theme. The series was intended to evoke deep emotions and reflect the post-war sentiment of the time. Little did he know that his creations would spark a wave of fear and fascination that would endure for decades to come. The paintings would go on to become a cultural phenomenon, transcending their original artistic intent. The paintings gained significant popularity in post-war Britain, becoming a common sight in homes across the country. They were often seen as a symbol of hope and resilience, a reminder of the innocence lost during the war. Their affordability and sentimental appeal resonated with a nation still recovering from the emotional and economic scars of World War II. Families found comfort in the familiar, sorrowful faces of the children depicted in the paintings. However, the painting's popularity took a sinister turn in the 1980s when whispers of a curse began to circulate. Stories of inexplicable fires and misfortunes linked to the painting started to emerge, casting a dark shadow over its legacy. What started as local rumors quickly escalated into a nationwide phenomenon, fueled by media sensationalism and a series of unexplained events. Newspapers and television programs eagerly reported on the alleged curse, adding to the public's growing unease. The image of the crying boy transformed from a symbol of childhood innocence into a harbinger of doom. People began to fear the painting, believing it brought bad luck and disaster to those who owned it. For many, the painting became an unwelcome presence in their homes, a constant reminder of the potential for tragedy to strike. Some even went as far as to destroy the paintings, hoping to rid themselves of the curse. The fear surrounding the crying boy reached its peak in 1985 when a British tabloid published a series of articles linking the painting to a string of house fires. These sensational stories only served to deepen the public's fear and fascination with the painting. The stage was set for one of the most bizarre and enduring urban legends of the 20th century. The Crying Boy painting remains a topic of intrigue and speculation, a testament to the power of art and the human imagination. The year 1985 marked a turning point in the saga of the Crying Boy. It was the year that the curse, once confined to hushed whispers and local folklore, exploded into the public consciousness. The catalyst for this sudden surge in notoriety was a series of articles published in the British tabloid The Sun. The newspaper, known for its sensationalist headlines and penchant for the bizarre, ran a story claiming that the crying boy was cursed and linked to a number of house fires. According to the articles, firefighters across the UK had reported finding undamaged copies of the crying boy amidst the charred remains of burned out homes. The paper claimed that the paintings seemed to possess an uncanny ability to survive even the most devastating fires, while everything around them was reduced to ashes. These accounts, often anecdotal and lacking in concrete evidence, nevertheless struck a chord with the public. Fueled by fear and fascination with the supernatural, the story spread like wildfire. The Sun's coverage of the curse was relentless, with each new article fanning the flames of hysteria. The paper even went so far as to organize mass bonfires where readers could send in their copies of the painting to be destroyed. Thousands of people, convinced that they were harboring a dangerous artifact in their homes, participated in these events. The spectacle of these bonfires, fueled by fear and superstition, only served to solidify the painting's notoriety in the public imagination. What began as a series of seemingly isolated incidents had transformed into a nationwide panic. The crying boy, once a symbol of post-war sentimentality, had become an object of fear and dread. The curse, real or imagined, had taken on a life of its own, fueled by the power of suggestion and the media's insatiable appetite for the sensational. The story of the crying boy became a cultural phenomenon, with people from all walks of life sharing their own eerie experiences and adding to the growing legend. As the tale spread, it took on new dimensions, with some claiming that merely owning a copy of the painting could bring misfortune. Despite the lack of scientific evidence, the fear was palpable, and the painting's reputation as a harbinger of doom was cemented in the annals of urban legend. As the legend of the crying boy curse spread, so too did the tales of its alleged powers. The painting, depicting a tearful young boy, became a focal point of fear and intrigue. Numerous incidents were reported in the media, each adding fuel to the fire of public fear and fascination. Stories of homes mysteriously catching fire with the painting remaining unscathed were particularly common. One of the most widely circulated stories was that of Peter Hall, a firefighter from Yorkshire. Hall's accounts were particularly compelling, given his professional background and first-hand experiences. Hall claimed to have encountered the painting on multiple occasions, always undamaged and amidst the ruins of burned-out homes. His stories were often shared in local pubs and community gatherings, adding to their authenticity. In another chilling account, Dora Brand, a resident of Mitcham, South London, recounted how her home was ravaged by fire, leaving only a single possession untouched: a print of the crying boy. Her story was featured in local newspapers, drawing significant attention. Similar stories emerged from across the UK, each adding to the growing body of anecdotal evidence that seemed to support the existence of the curse. These accounts were often shared in community centers, local markets, and even during family gatherings. Families recounted tales of fires breaking out shortly after acquiring the painting, often under mysterious circumstances. The pattern was too consistent to be ignored, leading many to believe in the curse's power. Some even went so far as to blame the painting for personal tragedies, linking it to illnesses, accidents, and even deaths in the family. These stories were often shared in hushed tones, adding to their eerie nature. The stories, though often lacking in concrete evidence, were nonetheless compelling in their consistency and their ability to tap into a deep-seated human fear of the unknown. The painting became a symbol of unexplained misfortune. The image of the painting, seemingly untouched by the flames that consumed everything around it, became a powerful symbol of the curse's alleged power. It was as if the painting itself was immune to the destruction it supposedly caused. While skeptics dismiss these accounts as mere coincidence or the product of overactive imaginations, for many, the sheer number of incidents was difficult to ignore. The debate between believers and skeptics only fueled the legend further. The stories spread through word of mouth and amplified by media coverage created an atmosphere of fear and suspicion around the painting. News reports often featured interviews with affected families, adding a personal touch to the narrative. The curse, once a fringe belief, had taken root in the public consciousness, fueled by a potent mix of superstition, media hype, and the very human need to find explanations for the unexplainable. The Crying Boy painting had become a legend in its own right, a symbol of mystery and fear.